I'm your host, Davina Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits and Dreams Come True with the Right Mindset. Today's presentation is 7 productivity tips from famously successful people that you should adopt. Sometimes I wonder how other people manage to get so much done in a day. We all get the same 24 hours, but it is without a doubt that we use them differently. I always aim to learn from the best. I observe, listen, and read material created by people who are successful, mainly because I also want to be successful. I strive to understand the difference between what I am doing and what they are doing. This way, I know what I need to change in order to be the best version of myself. Lately, I noticed that I haven't been doing as much as I would like to do in all aspects of my life. I have been experiencing less productivity at work, failing to constantly work out, failing to eat healthy, difficulties in achieving my short term goals. In an attempt to improve myself, I read about how successful people maintain productivity. What I found is worth sharing, hence this presentation. If you are also not happy with where you are, these tips that I drew from successful people can help you. 7 productivity tips from successful people. Get the hard tasks done and out of the way first. Tammy Hawkins, Vice President of Security and Decision Solutions, Software Engineering at MasterCard, and John Fano, CEO of Hive, swear by getting the difficult tasks out of the way first. They suggest that when you plan your day, get the difficult or the unpleasant tasks at the top of your list. Get these out of the way at the start of every day. This is because in the morning you have more energy, and that makes it easier for you to effectively get the hard tasks done. Until you get these completed, avoid doing any other tasks, such as checking your emails or your phone. And remember this, when we talk about time management, we always talk about getting the things you don't like to do out of the way first, because you spend more time doing the things you enjoy doing. And if you do those things first, then what's happening? You're wasting time and you're not going to get to the things that you don't want to do. Review your week every Friday. Scott Faku- Fakuha, co-CEO at, at, at Atlassian, suggests that reviewing your week every Friday will give you a more detailed insight into your productivity, being able to see the tasks that you failed to accomplish and understand why that was the case will also help you to effectively plan your following week, knowing that you have accomplished so much in a week will also motivate you to tackle the following week. Touch things once. How many times have you touched something that is not in its place only to put it down and tell yourself that you will get it done later? Or when at work, You browse through a task and leave it for later, or open an email and then close it so that you can respond to it later. Successful people touch things only once, especially if they are only take a few minutes to address. They do what needs to get done, then rather leaving it for later and most likely forgetting about it. Take breaks. Alan Cohen, the influential author who has written over 30 books, said, there is virtue in work and there is virtue in rest. Use both and overlook neither. When working, you might be tempted to keep going, but taking breaks has several advantages, such as allowing your brain to recharge and perform more effectively, helping you manage stress better, preventing fatigue, fueling creativity, restoring motivation, improving memory and learning, enhancing your mood. Set boundaries. Many successful people have firm boundaries that they and the people around them respect. If you don't respect the boundaries you set, you do not expect others to respect those boundaries. Learn to firmly say no without seeing the need to justify your decision or explain yourself. Boundaries will help you prioritize yourself and what is important to you. Now, do you notice that many of the things that we're talking about here are things that we've talked about before? And boundaries are so important because it is so important to make sure that people know exactly what your plans are. Like when you're at work and you work from home, you want to use a room that has a door that you can put up a sign and let your family know that when that door is closed during those times, they should not disturb you, that you are at work, and only when you finish your work will things will you be able to spend time with them. Create a routine. Jack Dorsey, CEO of Square and my favorite platform, Twitter, emphasizes the importance of having a routine. Things like going to bed at a specific time, waking up at the exact time every day seem not too important, but they are really improve productivity and allow you to achieve your goals. Automate some tasks. Sometimes we spend time doing the tasks that can be automated. Things like paying bills at the end of the month should not take time out of your day. Tasks that you have to redo several times can be handled by some automation tools. This will allow you to spend time on tasks that require your attention. Will these productivities tips give you a boost that you need no matter what you do in life? Productivity is an essential aspect. Habits, discipline, and consistency all contribute to our ability to achieve goals. It is important to figure out what works for you and allow you to unleash the beast in you. Different things work for different people. For some, logging activity on a productivity app does the job, while for others, writing things on paper works better. Others prefer motivational quotes, while others prefer just to go over the goals as they get the motivation that they need to keep going. Once you figure out what works for you, stick to it and be the best version of yourself. And remember this, it's all up to you and how you deal with things, how you manage your time, how you set your goals, and how you choose to work on them and achieve the success. And what you can do to reward yourself when you finish a task.